Do you think it's better to remove all the husk when storing corn, or should you leave it on? That's a question many people aren't sure about, but storing corn the right way can keep it fresh, sweet, and crisp much longer. Whether you've just picked it from the garden or brought it home from the market, the key lies in how you handle the husk and where you store the corn. In this video, we'll walk you through the best methods to store whole corn on the cob so you can enjoy that summer flavor even days later. Let's dive in. When it comes to keeping corn fresh, one of the easiest methods is to leave the husk completely intact. That means don't wash it, don't peel it, and don't remove the silk. The outer husk and the corn silk act as a natural barrier, helping lock in moisture and protect the kernels inside from drying out. Now it's time to prepare a paper bag. Why paper? Because paper allows for just enough airflow to prevent mold and moisture buildup while still keeping the corn from drying out too quickly. Plastic bags, on the other hand, tend to trap too much moisture, which can speed up spoilage. Go ahead and place the whole, unwashed corn husk and all right into the paper bag. Quick question for you. Do you usually store your corn in a paper bag or a plastic one? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you've been using. Once the corn is bagged, place it into your refrigerator. More specifically, put it in the crisper drawer, the section designed to maintain the right humidity for fruits and vegetables. It helps keep the corn from drying out while preventing it from getting too damp. With this method, your corn will stay fresh for 3 to 4 days. But for the best flavor, try to use it as soon as possible. Why? Because the natural sugars in corn begin to convert to starch the moment it's harvested, and the longer you wait, the less sweet it becomes. So if you want that juicy, naturally sweet bite, don't wait too long. So what if you've already peeled all the husk off your corn? Maybe you were planning to cook it, but now you got way too much left over. Your first thought might be to toss it straight into the fridge, but hold on. That's actually not the best idea. Putting huskless corn directly into the refrigerator can dry it out quickly and make it lose that fresh, sweet flavor. Here's the right way to do it. Grab some plastic wrap or food-safe cling film. Carefully and tightly wrap each ear of corn. Make sure it's completely sealed, no air pockets, no loose ends. This helps lock in the moisture and prevents the kernels from becoming rubbery or tough. By the way, where are you watching this video from? Drop a comment below and let me know. I love hearing from viewers in different places. Now, back to your wrapped corn. It's sealed and ready to chill, but where in the fridge should you place it? There are a few things to keep in mind. Avoid storing it too close to the freezer compartment, especially if your fridge has a top freezer or back cooling system. That cold airflow can cause the kernels to dry out or develop frost damage. Also, place it right under the fridge light, as that area tends to be slightly warmer due to the bulb's heat, especially if the door opens often. Instead, store your wrapped corn in the crisper drawer, just like in the first method. If your fridge doesn't have a crisper, no worries, just pick a middle or lower shelf that's away from the freezer zone. Using this method, your husked corn can stay fresh for up to 23 days. But again, the sooner you eat it, the better, because even with proper storage, the sweetness will slowly fade as the sugars turn into starch. Now let's talk about the third method, how to store cooked corn. Corn is not only delicious, but it's also surprisingly nutritious. It's a good source of fiber, contains essential vitamins like B1 and C, and even provides a bit of protein. Plus, it's naturally sweet and filling, making it a great addition to many meals. But what if you've cooked too much? Maybe you boiled a big batch for a family dinner or weekend BBQ, and now you got a few ears left over. You don't want them to go to waste, so let's store them the right way. First step, let the corn cool completely. Don't wrap or refrigerate it while it's still warm. That can cause condensation to form, which leads to sogginess or spoilage. Once the corn is cool, wrap each cob tightly with plastic wrap. Try to cover every part of the corn, including the ends, to lock in moisture and keep out air. This will help preserve the texture and prevent it from drying out. Quick question for you. What's your favorite dish to make with corn? Do you enjoy it straight off the cob, Or do you cut the kernels off and add them to soups, salads, or stir fries? Let me know your go-to corn recipe in the comments. I'd love to try it. Back to storage. Now that your cooked corn is wrapped, place it in the fridge, specifically in the regular compartment, not the freezer and not the crisper drawer. How long will it stay good? Cooked corn on the cob can be safely stored in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 days. After that, the texture and taste will start to decline. When you're ready to eat it again, don't eat it cold. For best flavor, reheat it by steaming it for a few minutes, or simply pop it in the microwave for 160 seconds until it's warm, soft, and fragrant again. It'll taste almost as good as freshly cooked. Before we wrap up today's video, let's go over a quick and simple trick to husk corn cleanly, especially useful when you're prepping multiple ears at once. Start by laying the corn flat on a cutting board. Take a sharp knife and slice off about 1 to 2 centimeters from the bottom, removing the tough stem end. This gets rid of the chewy, dried out part that's often too tough to eat and helps loosen up the base of the husk. Then trim about 1 centimeter off the top, where the corn silk sticks out. This helps tidy things up and makes peeling easier. Now, with the corn still lying flat, make a long, shallow cut straight down the length of the cob. Be careful not to cut into the kernels, you're only slicing through the outer leaves. A depth of just 1 or 2 layers is all you need. From that cut, use your fingers to gently pull the husk apart and peeling it back from both sides like opening a book. As you continue pulling, the husk should come away easily in large sections. Since the ends are already trimmed, there's no need to fold or snap anything. The husk will simply lift off. Once most of the outer leaves are removed, you'll see the silk, those fine, thread-like strands clinging to the kernels. To clean that up, just run your hand lightly down the cob, brushing with the grain of the kernels. A soft kitchen towel can help remove any leftover strands quickly. And that's it, no twisting, no mess. Just a fast and tidy way to husk your corn. Whether you're getting it ready for cooking or freezing, this trick makes the prep smoother and saves you time in the kitchen. And that wraps up today's video on how to store and prepare corn the right way. Whether you're keeping it fresh in the fridge, wrapping up leftovers, or peeling it for freezing, I hope these tips help you enjoy your corn at its sweetest and most flavorful. If you've ever wondered how to boil corn perfectly so it turns out juicy, tender, and full of flavor, don't hesitate to click on my channel and check out the full step-by-step guide. I promise, once you try it, you'll never go back to bland or overcooked corn again. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more easy kitchen tips and food tricks. See you in the next one.